So, there are a lot of really dark and depraved things going on the internet. All over. Like, we have new stuff, new rabbit holes popping up all the time, archives coming out. Like, even in today, right now, I bet you something huge is happening. But I had a friend send me something that originally came across to me as just some random internet incident of justice. Some guy came across a alleged pedophile, predator, AP, let's say an AP, came across an AP and decided to enact justice. And that's what originally his post came across as. He posts on a website, on some forums, where saying he got in contact with the most stupid pedophile in the world to get him to cut his wiener off with just his docs. He was supposedly dead for 5 minutes until he was revived. He was hospital bedridden for 3 months from blood poisoning due to the way he snipped. And then he was at home for another month bedridden because of all this. And how the information was sent to the original poster was through his ex-girlfriend. And then there's a video of him eating dog poop after being told to because, the original poster had the docs. So it comes across as an internet justice, internet vigilantism. An alleged predator, if there is no evidence of him being a pedophile or a predator, why would he do this? Why would he snip himself? Autopenectomy right here. I'm not going to show the video on this video, but you can get access to it. And then his docs are available too. But unless you're very gullible and dumb and will do this because, it's like, oh, I'm innocent, but he could still ruin my life because people will believe him. If you're that gullible, would that be kind of, what is that, Darwin Award? But an innocent person wouldn't fall for this. I'm just going to say that. It's all alleged, but an innocent person wouldn't fall for this. Anyways, that's the first post. It seems like justice. But I decided to scroll down. I was going to make a video on this. Like, yes, internet justice. However you stand with it, it's still something to discuss whether this is the right thing to do or not. No one, police can't do much. Websites aren't going to ban them, like that type of thing. But I scroll through. I'm going to have to blur this because the evidence is shared in the thread too. It's not just left in, there's no spoilers like on the Kiwi farms. But as we scroll through, people are asking, this seems all fetishy, like you're talking to him, like you're buying into his idea, and it's not like a op for justice, it's more of you just being into the fetish. But then he posts, this guy is very weird. He is admitted to sucking his dad's cock. But anyways, let's see. They're just going back and forth. He told me he has a gun next to him. He isn't replying now, though I guess he shot himself. So people are in such depraved servers that they're dealing with folks that just shoot themselves in the head. And they're like, whatever. So I'm going to say this is in some kind of sex Discord, some porn Discord, some transitioning Discord. It's usually how it goes. It's usually when you go to the thread and come across like depraved stuff like this, that's usually where it's at. But so Op said awesome as a reply, and AP said, what do you mean awesome? And Op said, I don't know, Wincest. And then he asked, did you convince your dad to let you be a femboy yet? Because the guy snipped, or is going to snip. And AP, alleged pedophile, says, I have a question. I'm bothered if I should take HRT or not. Nah, I'm not sucking off my dad. I already did that once when he was drunk the last time. Alright, so not only is the alleged pedophile willing to eat dog poop and cut his wiener off just because he was told to, he sucked his dad's wiener before. And the op asked, you sucked him? And AP said, he forced me back in 17? Did he come in your mouth? No, he didn't. But his dick was hard in your mouth. Half flaccid. See, this is just weird. So, the predator has also engaged in incest. And then as we scroll down, someone asks, this seems like a fetish that you're both into. And I kind of was suspecting that. This is kind of weird, but I'm not a judgmental person. And then Op comes back and lays out how this started. He goes, ew, hell no. He abused my circumcision trauma to try to groom me. That seems like some Discord reason to get mad at somebody, really. That's what I think. It just sounds like some Discord shit. But he goes, when I realized what he was doing, as in being groomed, me and my friend started a fake relationship to make him do stupid stuff. That's when he comes in saying he's stupid, he ate dog poo. Like 3 months after we started, I convinced him to cut his wiener off. I wasn't actually going to try to get him arrested or get him in trouble. That is too much work. So his internet justice wasn't because he actually cared about the pedophile. It was just because the guy was willing to do it. So it was an op of opportunity. Where you stand on that now, on all this, who knows? But this guy is, he says this guy's obsessed with the word bussy because he's a retard. So this one, it actually gets kind of bizarre because they're starting to talk right here. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. I'm just scrolling in. I'll zoom in. So it's like, it says, for you think you should plan to move out back to France or something? If I'm blacklisted in blah, 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 can we meet in France? And then Op says you should cut your dick off. Pedophile, impossible. And then I say, going back to the relationship thing, Op says, WTF, guess I should just fuck, and then names 2 people then I guess that have already cut their wieners off. And then AP says, God damn it. And then Op says, Chris doesn't have much of a cock now. He's so much cuter. Moonch cut his penis off without anesthesia. This is going back to trying to convince the AP to cut. You know, using that relationship like, well, these people are much better. So I'm assuming it's their friends pretending they're cutting their wieners off now that I'm thinking about it. Because he said him and his friends made all this stuff up. But he goes, what about bands? Yes. But didn't Mooch report him to the immigration? Used 20 bands only if he didn't let him cut his penis, but he did, so he stays. What have I gotten myself into? That's the pedophile is like, oh man, I'm going to do it. What have I got myself into? God, this is real Discord stuff. Man, I have reached my limit, I guess. Bad. Guess I'll stay with blah, blah. So the Op is like, I'm going to leave you then if you're not going to cut. Dude. And then he comes back and says, remember, I could send you to prison and share the stuff you sent me. And have gotten people to come rape you by sharing your info. So, in the response from alleged pedophile, dear God, what the fuck? And then Op, yeah, better embrace femhood and cut it off. I fucking knew it. You came like you're just another copy of him. So now alleged predator is like, I knew this was an Op. I knew it. At least I think he's catching on. But, and then Op drops down some docs. Family members, starts naming people, IP address. Carlo, Paul, Monolato, Tayag. And then, AP is pissed off, reacting like, you doxed me, oh my god. You know I can't survive blood loss. And then now, what the original poster does is start, like, talking to him, like, no, baby, you'll be fine, it'll be okay. So it's like, you're a pedophile, I caught you. You cut, and then you can keep me. This isn't justice. This is crazy. I mean, if this dude is actually... It seems like this dude's guilty of what he's accused of, so, I mean, no love lost here. I mean, like, if you're a predator, you're a predator, and you cut your wiener off because you don't want to be exposed. I mean, you should still be exposed, but because that's funny. It's like, you're not going to be saved no matter what. You're fucked either way. But Op is saying, use like 25 bands, the veins are closed, you won't shed much blood. And it says, unwilling to embrace true femboyhood. So the fetish of the alleged pedophile is being a femboy. All that bussy, all that crazed, weird fetish shit. And it's kind of weird that if you think about that femboy, like, Discord harem, where they're supposed blackmailing people into being femboys. If you think about that rumor being out there, and then you look at this, it's like, huh, is this where it spread out to? Is this all connected? Is this part of the femboy trap house or harem, whatever it was? But the pedophile saying, please don't make me do this. I can't survive this. How am I supposed to piss? And then no, piss is antibacterial. Saying that if you piss after you snip, you'll be fine. It's antibacterial. It's not true. And then saying like, hey, it's gonna heal like our friends. It's gonna be okay. He says, what if I'm gonna say to if my parents see I've cut my dick off? Yeah, why would they see your dick? Son, why is your dick cut? Yeah, like what? That's a weird thing to worry about. God, this is crazy. Family sponsorship applies. So the relationship is back on. Like, come on, I'll take you in if you cut your dick off. And he says, I don't have a relationship. So he's still saying like, hey, I'll take you in if you do it. I love you. No trans surgeries yet. You're still a man. No trans surgeries yet. Please don't use that femboy brothel business idea. Very bad idea. See, I knew it. Connected. We might infect it if that happens. What the hell are you talking about? That doesn't exist. I don't know. For some thought you might be not be satisfied for having 2 femboys and want more, and then you eventually make us work as sex workers. See, that is like someone that's addicted to porn. That's a thing that they think happens because they are addicted to porn. See, I'm starting to swing to the anti-porn people now because of this. Am I getting red-pilled here? So anyways, the bands could do well. So this person's like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm sold. Let's go. Oh, bro. So they're just going back and forth. Keep bandages clean. So, yep. All right. Pedophiles down for it. AP. I mean, I need to start saying AP and OP. This is all alleged pedophilia. I mean, what kind of innocent person would do this if they were innocent? You know what I mean? Accusations are accusations, but doesn't mean you're guilty. You know? It's a fucking internet. It's an anonymous person that obviously has never shown you they're a real person anyways. But there we go. It's gonna... Alright, let's scroll through. So, it got all the bands. I gotta blur that out. Alright, so I scrolled down so you don't have to see it. But they have the video calls and it happens. It says, well... So I gotta blur that part. No more mandatory vax like it used to, so that means I could fuck that tight bussy. Just remember something. When I do take his virginity, I'm planning to buy sunglasses attached with a spy camera so I can record in my view, POV. But I don't know. It can fall off. Maybe a bag with a spy camera. Going to be super private sex video. But, alright, so AP that's going to snip is into the idea. And they're already thinking of doing some depraved stuff after not having a wiener. So, this is crazy. So you were in a month-long cyber sex relationship with a man you acknowledged is retarded to get him to do sexual acts for you. That's what I'm saying! What the fuck? And then people are asking, how old are you? Never. I'm straight, and even if I was a fag, I would never be attracted to this fatso piece of garbage. When we first met on Discord, you were base. When I met blah, 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 he was baiting me to be a pedo. I fell for it. Well, this is dark. This is dark. This is dark. This is crazy. But the guy did it. And this person that did the original poster claims to be 18 to 22. I can replicate the voice they had as a teen. Jesus Christ. I think there was one more follow-up I wanted to bring up. Alright, so here we go. It wasn't, so the crime is, so they're talking about how what this person's documenting as a crime. Original poster said it wasn't a suicide and he wanted it. His dream was to be a trans femboy dickless squirter. It was just homemade trans surgery because he wanted to be a womax so much. I told him to go burn the end of what remains of his penis to cut the blood flow, but he didn't listen. He's not suicidal, he's just crazy. Bruh. And then he needs a new daddy. Someone needs hey man, I have a daddy issue. He trained me to. I've been groomed by them. Can you be my daddy? And my groomed side was willing to find a new daddy. So this is just all crazy Discord stuff. This person's tied to them, and they're all weird. The original poster's shilling this crazy weirdo. So there's people that are willing to be trolled into doing this. So what did I fall into? What the hell is this? I'm confused. This right here just really throws me in for a loop. Like, do all these people know they're just getting trolled into cutting it off, but they're too scared to just force themselves to do it, so they're letting other people do it for them? Like, what? How am I supposed to interpret this? I'm speechless. This is what made Spike start eating shit. My friend made a simple HTML and sent a screen to him. He believed it too. Now he leaves his dogs and has shit to dry in his room to eat as a snack. Probably could make him shove maggots up his penectomy hole just with that simple HTML. So this guy is so dumb and crazy, he's willing to believe fake websites. Or, like, what is it? Edit source code? Isn't that what that is? Can't you just do that? Jeez, I just pooped yesterday. There's a lot of poop at ratemypoo.com. Hey, that's an OG internet website. I'll post an element if I poop next time. I've been feeling pain whenever I pee. It sucks. I prefer dried poop over moist poop. Bro. Some people are crazy. But this is the story of Spike Zan Kluver. And just some Discord depravity. Sandwich, I don't know what I'm supposed to interpret of this dude. I hope this video doesn't get taken down, but I'm going to share it on the other channels. Fuck. But if you want me to dive through anything, go ahead. Send it my way. Whatever, I'm game.
Я подохнёт!